Stache, what are your thoughts on bringing over these more, let's call them scummier business practices?
They're already here, man. I don't know if you guys know. I mean, like I said, I'm looking at gaming and NFTs across almost every major blockchain that does anything having to do with gaming. They're already here. We're already seeing tons of projects use loot boxes, essentially a random chance at getting something, and it makes total sense. I mean, this is a tradition that goes back before games, really, even before
Yep.
video games. Anyone collect baseball cards as a kid? I did.
Yep.
And
Yep.
Yeah.
you get that pack of cards. You don't know
The
what's in that
bonus
pack.
card.
It's a random chance. I don't know what's going to be in there, man. We know there's going to be tops baseball cards in there. That's all you know. This is the exact same thing. Now, do I think that it's considered gambling? I mean, yeah, there is a gambling element into it. I mean, there definitely is. And this is a problem we're seeing more and more with this happening more and more in games. I am 100% sure that regulation is going to come for this at some point.
Yep.
I don't see it, I don't see it as close to and akin to what we would see in like a Vegas style gambling, like you're sitting down at a blackjack table or poker. But it does have a gambling element into it. Now you could look at some other trends where we saw like actual skin gambling, where people are using skins to like bet on matches and things like that. I mean, I think that's where it gets more to like the sports betting, right, and sports booking side of things. I think loot boxes are very borderline right there. If it was given to me, I would say I wouldn't consider them fully gambling, but they definitely have gambling elements there. And I do think that it is something that is going to come. Is it predatory? I think that it's a model that we've been using for a long time, and I think as long as it's done in a transparent way, which blockchain enables and helps with, then I don't think it's going to be super detrimental to the industry as a.
I think you nailed it there. If you're transparent about the way the mechanics work in your game and you communicate those effectively and everybody knows that ahead of time that that's the way it works, then it's far less predatory.
Yeah.
But if you masquerade as it being something that it's not and then get people into a predatory model, that's where it becomes the scumbag model, if you will, that I was referring to a moment ago. So I think that requires ethics on the behalf of developers to make sure that all of that information is upfront and that everybody understands what they're getting into.